Hi, and welcome to another edition of Taste of Terry. Today we are going to do my award-winning chili cook-off winning chili. Well, my secret ingredient and my recipe. People have asked for this, people have wanted this, and now you get to have it. You, and only you, and everybody else in the world. First, I want to start by reason I'm called award-winning chili cook-off. Back when my son was 10 years old, him and I were at the chili cook-off, and guess what happened? Oh, I'm going to show you now. Hold on one second. You see that? Ta-da! There's one, and we also got People's Choice Award. Ta-da! Okay, this is how I'm going to show you how to make this. It's pretty easy. Now, I like to go get fresh beef for my chili. I like to use good beef. We're going to use approximately pound and a half. This is 85% lean, and it is fresh. Came right from Mapleview Market right down the road. It's on Route 104 and 11 down here. My man Al. He hooked me up with this lovely beef. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick the beef in a pan, okay? It's about a pound and a half. Add a little butter into the pan, margarine. I call it butter because I like to coat the bottom a little bit, you know. Now, we got about 4 cloves of garlic that we're going to put in. And I'll show you my secret ingredients. So we're going to throw in this hamburger, the lovely hamburger. See, we're going to break it up a little bit, put it in there. Okay, it's going to break up really nice. There we go. Nice hamburger. Yum, yum, yum. Who loves the beef? Where's the beef? Here's the beef. Okay, so that's going to cook. And we're going to put all that in there. It's about a pound and a half you can put in for this recipe. Now, as you can see, I've got peppers and onions already cooked up. Or cut up. Not cooked up, but cut off. Now, in my recipe, I like them to be more tender and tasty, so I do not cook them right away with the hamburger, okay? We're going to let that hamburger brown pretty much on one side, get it pretty much brown, and then we're going to add the peppers and onions after that. So we'll get this cooking. Look at that lovely meat. My man Al, funny story about me and him, how we met. I'll make it quick. He's a manager of a store, and he's a butcher and all. At one time, he was putting this diet stuff when I used to weigh a lot more. And he's putting this diet stuff up. And here's the next thing. 4 cloves of garlic. Now, I cut my garlic up myself for this, okay? You can use garlic powder. It'd be about a tablespoon, maybe a tablespoon and a half. I use actual garlic. Oh, you should use the pan at the top that fits on it. Hey, there's Apollo. Get out of there. Get out of there. Go. You're not going to play with the garbage. Bad boy. Anyhow, put the garlic in there and you start cooking that together. And I left my bag of garbage on there. Poor Apollo. He wants the beef. Okay, then after that starts cooking a little bit, we're going to add about a cup of pepper, green peppers, and about 2 cups of onions. Okay, now I used an actual, this pepper is about it's a good sized pepper, about a large pepper. That'll give you an idea. This is about 2 medium large onions, all cut up, diced up, ready to go. That'll go in once that starts cooking. In the meantime, we're going to work on the sauce itself. Okay? So what we have is, as I said, I try to do things inexpensive. This is a 29 ounce can of Contadina sauce. Now, usually that's expensive, but I got it on sale. It's regular sauce. So we're going to take that and we're going to put that in here first. Oh, yum. Look at that. Okay. Now, as you can see, like I said, the other items are already cooking. The hamburger's already cooking. Now we got another can of diced tomatoes, 28 ounce, undrained. Put that in there too. Yum, yum, yum. Kidney beans. Now, I only use one 15-ounce can in this. I am not a big fan of the beans. So we're only going to use a 15-ounce can in this, okay? And that takes care of that. Now, on to the secret ingredients. First of all, we're going to need to do some chili powder. Everybody needs the chili powder when you're making chili. Hold on a second, I'll take the cap off of that. I use 2 tablespoons of chili powder. There's 1. And there's 2. As you can see, some of it fell over the side. Makes no difference. And another dash, just because I like chili. Now you'd think maybe that's a little hot, but it really isn't. Okay, next, I'm going to add a little bit of pepper. Okay, we're going to add about a teaspoon of pepper. And as you know, this is my same pepper jug from before that just doesn't like to open. So I'm going to throw a teaspoon of pepper in there. Okay, that's it, just a teaspoon, but that was a little too much. We'll dump that in and we'll dump this back. You like when it spills out? It just annoys the day, messes up the day. So we got a teaspoon of pepper. Now, if you don't have cloves of garlic, a tablespoon of garlic powder, that'd be great. Okay, so now we have this. We have the onion set aside. We're already cooking that. Now, while you're cooking the hamburger, it's already started. The garlic is in there. The secret ingredient, and what my secret ingredient, believe it or not, is, how many times do I tell you before? Italian seasonings. So with the hamburger, we're going to put in a tablespoon of Italian seasonings. In the sauce, we are going to put another half a tablespoon of Italian seasoning. Actually, it's supposed to be a tablespoon. I'll have to go get more. As it sees, I ran out. So give me a second, and I'm going to go get another jar. Okay, we're back. I went and got and put the other half a tablespoon of Italian seasonings in. We're going to stir this up. Oh, lovely looking. Doesn't that look good already? Making your mouth water, I know. The good thing is it's not that hot. It'll make your mouth water and not your eyes burn. Now, like I said, the hamburger that I'm using is 85% lean. I'd use a little leaner hamburger with this, okay? As you can see, it's starting to brown up really good. Now that we got it started to brown, let me move that over here so we can see it a little better. You can see it's starting to brown. Now that it's already starting to brown, I'm going to chop it up a little bit, make it into some little pieces. Okay. And now, like I said, once that starts to brown, we're going to add our onions. We're going to add our peppers. And this way you do not overcook the peppers and onions. They are tender more than they are cooked, okay? So they are cooked a little, but they are tender. Ah, look at that. Doesn't that look great? Okay, so with that, I'm going to pause the video for a minute. And while that cooks up, to save us some time on the video, make sure you use it covered because you want it to cook up and stay tender. Okay, we'll be back as soon as that's finished. Okay, as you can see, the hamburger and the peppers and onions are done. I got my boy Apollo here next to me again because he smells food. Good food. You got your sauce mixture here. You're going to take these peppers, onions, and all this meat mixture all together because I use lean meat. As you can see, it doesn't really need to be drained. It's not like a lot of fat in it. So we're going to take that and add it to the chili sauce recipe mixture there. You know, I never finished my story about Al. I remember I told you a minute ago about it. Mix this up. So we were in a store where he was a manager, and one time he was putting out some diet stuff. Now, mind you, I used to be pretty heavy, and I was, well, fat. Anyhow, so we were watching him, and I came in. I'm also a pretty big dude. So I was watching him when he came in. And see, as you can see, I'm mixing this. Really good. And he's watching me. And I came up and he says, yeah, this is perfect. People can see this, you know, people that are dieting and all like the Atkins stuff or whatever. And he says, you know, this guy knows what I'm talking about. Now, mind you, he's kind of a thin guy and he's shorter. And I kind of looked at him because I'm a bigger guy. And I look at him. Okay, we're going to stick this on the burner and warm her up. Look at how lovely that is. And I says to him, I walk up to him, I look at him nose to nose, and I says to him, are you calling me fat? Oh my God, the poor guy. The guy was working with him. They both kind of looked like, oh no, he's going to kill us. So anyhow, funny story. Been friends ever since. So you see, now the chili is on the burner and it's cooking. Sometimes you let it sit overnight too and that seasonings get right in there. But that is just lovely. And that, ladies and gentlemen, this is my award-winning chili. Let it cook, let it simmer about 10 minutes, medium heat, and eat away. You're going to love it. Some Italian bread. Don't forget the Italian bread. We want Italian bread. Don't forget. So with that, you guys have a nice day. Enjoy the award-winning chili. Please subscribe, like, share, and all that stuff.